Hey everyone, welcome back to another video here at Justin's Fish Room. It's so awesome to have you join us for today's video. Hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be doing a video about this fish tank. As you can see, it's very messy with a bunch of botanicals. We've got this water just teeming with tannins, which is exactly what we want to see. This is going to be an Amazon themed tank exhibiting some of our rams. So one thing I have a question for you guys is, should I plant this aquarium or should I keep it bare? I'm in two minds about it. So if you guys have a suggestion, please put it down in the comments down below. I'm kind of liking this kind of look. Almost looks like a riverine setup where there's not that much growth at all. There's probably just some leaf litter, some rocks and some sticks. But yeah, it's up to you guys. You guys, your say is quite big in the fish room. So let me know what you guys think. But for now, today we're going to be adding some fish and some critters in here. So I'm thinking of adding some ram's horn snails. There's really no snails in here, so might add some ram's horns. Add some otocinclus catfish, just to keep everything nice and clean. Maybe some more Cory catfish. I have 2 albino Corys in here. Might leave them in there. But I've also got some skunk Corys, so we'll see. And then the GBR pair and a blue-black pair. We're going to see what's going to go on with that. So we'll see how they look in this beautiful aquarium. So as you can see, I've got one side that's light, and then where the branches are, I've actually got it in shade. This is just to basically create a very natural looking setup. So they have the really undercover area, the very open area. Without further ado, let's get into getting these fish into the aquarium. I'm very excited about this video. I hope you're excited about this video. If you like this video so far, please like, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Always makes it a lot better to do these videos weekly. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so this tank is just teeming with ram's horn snails. So I'm just gonna put my hand in. We'll settle with 4 of them. That one's a nice big one. I want to make sure I get it. Ooh, okay. Alright, so I've got a few more ram's horn snails because that was definitely not enough. But I'm going to go ahead and pop them in. And basically the ram's horn snails are going to go around eating a little bit of the melon. They're going to eat some leftover food, which is also the role of the Cory catfish. But it's always good to have a bit of an ecosystem going in. So, alright, we have snails. Now, I want to get some peppermint bristlenose in there, so let's have a look back at that tank. Alright, so you can see in the corner of this aquarium, there's some beautiful peppermint bristlenose that are growing nicely. There's one on the other side of this leaf as well. This is from the spawns that we've had recently. So I'm going to go ahead and catch maybe 2 or 3 of them. There's one at the back there as well. This tannin water is really dark. But yeah, so we'll get some for in here, so let's do that next. Alright, so we have one that took a lot longer than it probably should, but these guys are so fat, so gonna have to make sure that they're still getting some DBS, I think, because they're definitely, they have a good appetite. So I'm going to go ahead and catch 2 more, and then we'll put them in. Alright, so here you can see our 3 very healthy juvenile peppermint bristlenose. There's a bit of debris in the water, but that's okay. Beautiful white pinstripe on their dorsal fin and their caudal fin, or their tail fin. And yeah, so these guys are going to be a great addition to our new Amazon tank. Alrighty, so the water temperature and the parameters and everything are pretty much the same. So I'm just going to introduce a little bit of water at a time and then eventually just release them into the tank. So we'll go ahead and do that now. It actually looks so cool, so I'm very happy with how the breeding pair's going that we have, the peppermint bristlenose breeding pair. They've absolutely been so good with the production here. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce a little bit more water. There we are. Just fill it right to the top. And then see how they go. Come on, guys. Oh, I love how they go into the branches. That looks so cool. Oh. That is so cool. Right, everyone, so the next fish that we're going to put in are our cichlids catfish. For those who don't know about cichlids catfish, possibly the best cleanup crew for your tank if you have problems with certain diatoms, algae, and various types of algae actually on your plants and glass. They really do a good job at cleaning up. They don't like being on their own, especially. So I have 3 of them together and they just kind of stay together. They're really cool, but you can do huge schools of these guys because in the wild they have thousands in a school. So yeah, you can be really creative with them. But I think they're going to love this tank. So let's go ahead and add them. Alright, so here's our 3 cichlids catfish, 2 females and 1 male. 2 females in the front here, 1 male at the back. They're actually really cool fish. They almost look like those fish that stay underneath sharks and manta rays. If you guys know what I'm talking about, put it down in the comments. The name eludes me at this moment in time. But yeah, they're really cool, and you can get a few different types, I believe. So this is the common type here in Australia, but you can get a darker type. So we'll go ahead and add these guys in now. Oh, make sure it focuses. I don't know why it's blurry so much, but you can see there's a whole heap of like red kind of looking malm on the back there. That'll eventually go away. That's from the fluvial soil, but hopefully it'll go away soon. And you can see that is so cool. They are like, well, that one's perched on that one, but this is what they do in the wild. So they really like mangrove-like habitats. Mangroves aren't their habitat, but where there's a lot of reeds and like roots and stuff going into the water, they kind of hang on to the branches. Let me see if I can move. Ugh. Kind of see them better. For some reason my camera is not wanting to focus very well, but yeah. So you can see it's 2 there, and there's 1 just over here. They're doing well. So yeah, we'll move on to the next fish now. Alrighty, so I know I had a bit of a vote going on the community page, and it seemed pretty 50-50 between wanting to put blue blacks and GBRs in here, one or the other. I had a few suggestions of both. I think I am going to do both of them, so 2 pairs in this tank, except I'm going to start with the GBR pair because I've actually got way too many blue-black pairs as it is in this fish room, and we've still got more down the Gold Coast, so we have way too many. So I will start with the GBR pair, and then if I have spares at the end of the sale, which we're almost at the end of our sale, I'll put some in there. So yeah, I'm going to start with a really nice GBR pair and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I've ended up going with a trio of adult GBRs. So I'll show you once they're in the tank because they're a little bit stressed. So I think they're perfect for this wild setup. Right, so these guys are quite stressed, so I don't want to keep them in here for too long. So you can see how big these adult GBRs are, and they just look amazing. See how they go. They're a bit stressed, but they will colour up more. It's okay, guys. Seems a little bit keen on that back area. So yeah, they've just disappeared behind the banana leaf. You can see this female here. Again, sorry for not being able to focus very well in this tank. I think because it is so dark and there's just so many things in the way, it's really hard, but you can see her in the back there anyway. And they'll kind of get used to this environment. You can see the albino cories in there from one of my initial projects with fish keeping. But yeah, so they should come out, and I think they'll really enjoy this area. So there's a male and 2 females. So this is one of the females, and then male and females at the back there somewhere. Cool. Albino cory cats are in this environment. See how they're sifting that sand. So yeah, that's good. And then little ram's horn snails, pretty awesome. But yeah, this should become a pretty active environment over the next few weeks. And then just let me know down in the comments down below whether you want to see plants in here or not. It's completely up to you guys. So alright everyone, so thank you so much for joining us on today's video. I know it was quite a rushed and short video. I am pretty hectic with university at the moment and a bunch of other things going on, so I always appreciate your time here on the channel, and leave a comment down below so we can engage in a bit of conversation, a bit of a discussion about fish keeping and whatever you want to discuss about. So yeah, alright everyone, have a great weekend, happy fish keeping, and give your fishy friends a big hug from me. Alright, see you everyone.